What's up, everybody? We're back with a part 2 to the Theros Beyond Death. Well, today, huge shout out to GameStop. I will do a video on this later, but I basically got 3 free packs of magic cards, and I've got another one available to me later on. So let's get started. If you want to know more about the Theros Beyond Death pack, go ahead and look at my other video. I gave a description of, basic background of the pack, what it's about, when it came out, how new it is, and everything. So I've got a commander tournament coming up, so I'm looking to see where I can find to add or build my own deck around. So we'll go ahead and start off with the token, a human soldier, which is nice because I actually want to build a human soldier deck. Okay, so we have Portent of Betrayal, which is a sorcery. Gain control of target creature until end of turn. Untap that creature. It gains haste until end of turn. It's got Scry 1. For 4 points, that's not a bad thing. Alright, so we got Sunmane Pegasus. It's a white creature, flying. It has tap 1 mana and 1 planes, and Sunmane Pegasus gets Vigilance and Lifelink until end of turn. So of course, Vigilance, being you don't untap that creature, or you don't tap that creature when you attack, it stays untapped. Lifelink, you hit a person for damage or a creature for damage, you gain that life to you. So next we have Sleep of the Dead. Tap target creature. It doesn't untap during its controller's next untap step. Then it also has Escape, which is 2 mana and an island. Exile 3 other cards from your graveyard. You may cast this card from your graveyard for its escape cost. Bam. An island, and it costs 1 island to cast. So next we have Aspect of the Manticore, which is an enchantment. You can play it as a flash enchant creature. When Aspect of a Manticore enters the battlefield, enchanted creature gains first strike until the end of turn. Enchanted creature gets +2/+0. Next we have Soul Reaper of Magus. Enchantment creature, Minotaur Shaman. It is a 2/3. Tap 2 and a swamp. Sacrifice creature, draw a card. Awesomeness. Omen of the Hunt. Got flash. The Omen of the Hunt enters the battlefield. You may search your library for a basic land card. Put it into the battlefield tap, then shuffle your library. And then you can tap 2 and a force. Sacrifice Omen of the Hunt. Scry 2. Next we have Scavenging Harpy, which is a course of Black Harpy. Flying. When Scavenging Harpy enters the battlefield, exile target creature from an opponent's graveyard. 2/1. Then we have a Moss Viper, which is green. It's got Death Touch. 1/1. Easy, quick creature to get out and do some damage, especially if you have a snake deck. Revoke Existence. White sorcery. Exile target artifact or enchantment. Good for getting rid of what ails you. Then we have Inspire Awe, which is an instant. Prevent all combat damage that would be dealt this turn except combat damage that would be dealt by enchanted creatures and enchantment creatures. Try 2. Not very good against the enchantment creature deck. Speaking of enchantment creatures, Hero of the Nightsborn. Human Soldier, it's a gold card at that. When Hero of the Nightsborn enters the battlefield, create a 1/1 white human soldier creature token. Yeah. Whenever you cast a spell that targets Hero of the Nightsborn, creatures you control get +1/+0 until the end of the turn. Good little card. Not bad cost for it either. Next we have Hateful Eldian. It's a spirit with lifelink. Whenever an enchant creature dies, draw a card for each aura you control that was attached to it. Oh, cool. So whenever a creature dies, and it's got an attachment to it, you get to draw a card for each one that was on it, which is cool because I use a lot of artifacts and enchantments. Next, we have Triumph of Annex, which is a saga. So the first thing until end of turn, target creature gets trample. 2 gets X plus 0, where X is the number of war counters on the Triumph of Annex. 3, the Triumph of Annex. And then 4, target creature you control fights up to 1 target creature you don't control. Each deals damage equal to its power to the other. So there's that. Of course, in my last video, I had the Temple of Deceit also. That is our rare card again for this time. And for our pretty land on this pack, we get the Swamp. So if you looked at the last video, we had Mountain, we had Island, now we have a Swamp. I've got 2 more packs here. Let's see if we get the other 3 lands in them. So with the next pack, you can probably hear me opening up. We've got a Black Goat. Where's that? Token Goat. So, interesting. So, Nade of the Hidden Coast is our first one. Enchantment creature Nymph. As long as it's not your turn, spells you cast cost 1 less to cast. Great in a blue deck, not your turn. Get one of those 1 mana instants out literally for free. Next we have the Underworld Ragehound. Underworld Ragehound attacks each combat if able. It has escaped from the graveyard, and Underworld Ragehound escapes with a +1/+1 counter on it. But if it keeps dying off, you can keep bringing it back stronger and stronger. Heloid's Pilgrim. It's a creature, it's a human cleric. When the Heloid's Pilgrim enters the battlefield, you may search your library for an aura card, reveal it, put it into your hand, then shuffle your library. Good for getting those little enchantments out. Elite Instructor, Human Wizard. When Elite Instructor enters the battlefield, draw a card, then discard a card. Nice little blue card, good for going through your deck fast. So next we have Setzian Training, which is an enchantment. Enchant creature you control. When Setzian Training enters the battlefield, draw a card. Enchant creature gets +1/+0 and has trample. A little green card. Not bad for the price of it to get it out. Next we have the Lampid of Death's Vigil. Sacrifice a creature. It's an enchanted creature, a nymph. Sacrifice a creature, each opponent loses 1 life and you gain 1 life. And it only costs 1 to play that. And you don't have to tap the creature. So if you have 20 mana out, you can decimate a person with just that card. Next we have the Altar of the Pantheon, an artifact. Your devotion to each color and each combination of colors is increased by 1. And you can tap it to add 1 mana of any color. If you control a god, a demigod, or a legendary enchantment, you gain 1 life. So that'd be a fun little card in a god deck. That's excuse me. If you really take a nap, I got Commander tonight, hopefully. Nyla's Huntmaster, which is a Centaur Shaman. When Nyla's Huntmaster enters the battlefield, target creatures you control get X+X+0 until end of turn, where X is your devotion to bringing. Inspire Awe. Prevent all combat damage that would be dealt this turn, except combat damage that would be dealt by enchanted creatures and enchantment creatures. Try 2. Ooh, a Brine Giant. Of course it's a giant. This spell costs 1 less to cast for each enchantment you control. Got a lot of enchantments out, you can get that out for, cheap. Next we have Laguna, Band Storyteller, which is a Centaur Advisor. When the Laguna Band Storyteller enters the battlefield, you may put target enchantment card from your graveyard on top of your library. If you do, you gain life equal to its converted mana cost. Next, we have Archon of Fallen Stars, which is a creature Archon. Flying, when Archon of Fallen Stars dies, you may return target enchantment card from your graveyard to the battlefield. Next, we have the Soul Guide Lantern, which is an artifact. When Soul Guide Lantern enters the battlefield, exile target card from your graveyard. Then you can tap and sacrifice Soul Guide Lantern. Exile each opponent's graveyard. Oh, it's the full graveyard too. Tap one man, tap this artifact, sacrifice Soul Guide Lantern, draw a card. So if you have people keep bringing stuff back from the graveyard, there's your way of getting it. And that for our rare card, we have Eidolon of Obstruction. An enchantment creature spirit. It has first strike. It also has loyalty abilities of walkers. Your opponent's control costs 1 more mana to activate. Finally, for our party card for land, we've got a forest. Which is still, I mean, they're just beautiful in this set. Next, for our last of these booster packs, we've got a Token Nightmare. Ooh. So, let's see what we got here. We got Wrap in Flames, a sorcery. Wrap in Flames deals 1 damage to each of up to 3 target creatures. Those creatures can't block this turn. Good little burn spell. Costs a little bit, but not too bad. Next we have Sentinel's Eyes. Enchanted creature gets +1/+1 and has Vigilance. It also has Escape. We have a Riptide Turtle, which is a turtle. It has Flash and Defender. So, good little defense for you. Almost like having a ball. Stampede Rider is a satire. Trample at the beginning of each combat. If you control a creature with power 4 or greater, Stampede Riders gets +1/+1 until end of turn. Underworld Charger, a Nightmare Horse. Yes, I have other Nightmare Horse. That's rare. Anyways, Underworld Charger can't block. It has Escape, and Underworld Charger escapes with 2 +1/+1 counters on it. Memory Drain, which is an instant counter target spell. Try 2. Warbriar Blessing. I have been over this in the previous video. No, no, back. Go look at pretty much. You can make one creature fight you. You get +0/+2. Okay, so Arena Trickster. I've been over that one too in a previous video. At 33. Oh, here's the one we haven't done. Pious Wayfarer. It has Constellation. Whenever enchantment enters the battlefield under your control, target creature gets +1/+1 until end of turn. Acolyte of Affliction. Human Cleric. Green black, my favorite color deck. When the Acolyte of Affliction enters the battlefield, put 2 top cards of your library into your graveyard. Then you may return a permanent card from your graveyard to your hand. And then we have Theros Enraptured. Ooh, okay. It's a legendary creature. It's a human. Theros Enraptured enters the battlefield tapped. Okay, easy enough. He doesn't untap during your untap step if you control a reflection. When Theros enters the battlefield, create a 3/2 blue reflection creature token. Very interesting. Next, we have a Dream Shaper Shaman, which is an enchantment creature, Minotaur Shaman. It has, at the beginning of your end step, you may pay 2 mana in the mountain and sacrifice a non-land permanent. If you do, reveal cards from the top of your library until you reveal a non-land permanent card. Put that card onto the battlefield. And my computer just went away. Aha, it's back. I've been going 15 minutes, so we're going to hurry this up. Pretty much you put that card on the battlefield and the rest on the bottom of your library in a random order. Our rare for this is a Nike's Lotus. Nike's Lotus enters the battlefield type. You can tap it, choose a color, add an amount of mana of that color equal to your devotion to that color. Rare Lotus. I love Rare Lotus. Oh, well, looky, we got a shiny. The Heloid's Punishment. Enchant creature can attack or block. It has task counters, but it's shiny. And for our land, we got a swap. Now, I'm giving a special shout out sort of today to my local comic/card store. They are called Bookstand, so if you're ever in Killeen, Texas, stop by and see them. They take great care of their customers. Has a wonderful selection of Magics, comics, D&D, Yu-Gi-Oh, Pokemon, all kinds of stuff. There's just too much for me to really go on. Warhammer, is my paradise. But they hooked me up today with a very special promotional card, the Earl Squirrel, because I am in the process of trying to build a Squirrel Commander deck. And if anybody has anything they would like to say to put in there for, input, I'm always down for it. So, the Earl Squirrel is a Squirrel advisor. It has Squirrel Link. Damage dealt by this creature also causes you to create that many 1/1 green squirrel creature tokens. Creature tokens you control are squirrels in addition to their other squirrel creature types. Other squirrels you control get +1/+1. So that is the official commander of my squirrel deck that I'm working on for Commander. I can't wait to get that out. It's going to be fun. So there you go. Until next time, check out my next video that's coming up where we actually will be reviewing the Commander decks, which I'm actually going to be making here pretty soon because I got to do Commander tonight. And we're going to find out if this deck is actually worth buying with the maybe minuscule changes I'll make to it. We'll see. Till the next video.